Sections 24.1 to 24.3. Confession. 24.1 Marriage is to be between one man and one woman. Neither is it lawful for any man to have more than one wife, nor for any woman to have more than one husband, at the same time. 24.2 Marriage was ordained for the mutual help of husband and wife, for the increase of mankind with a legitimate issue, and of the church with a holy seed, and for preventing of uncleanness. 24.3 It is lawful for all sorts of people to marry, who are able with judgment to give their consent. Yet it is the duty of Christians to marry only in the Lord. And therefore such as profess the true Reformed religion should not marry with infidels, papists, or other idolaters, neither should such as are godly be unequally yoked, by marrying with such as are notoriously wicked in their life, or maintain damnable heresies. Introduction. These sections of the Confession teach us, 1. That God has ordained monogamous marriage, 2. That it serves various purposes, 3. That celibacy is not to be regarded as a holier state than marriage, and 4. That Reformed Christians should not marry unbelievers or even those who subscribe to dangerous errors. Questions. 1. Prove from Scripture that God instituted marriage. 2. Prove that it was monogamous. 3. Does the fact that Old Testament believers practiced polygamy justify it? Why? 4. What is the meaning of the term permitted in Matthew 19 verse 8? 5. With what is this permission sometimes confused? 6. What are the purposes of marriage? 7. What two false attitudes toward sex have been, and are, quite common? 8. What danger appears to beset Reformed believers who disavow the two errors mentioned above? 9. Whom may a Reformed minister scripturally join in marriage? 10. Is marriage between a believer and an unbeliever binding and valid? 11. Prove from Scripture that a Christian may marry only another Christian. 12. Would it be right in every instance to marry, though both are Christians? Why? Sections 24.4 to 24.6. Confession. 24.4 Marriage ought not to be within the degrees of consanguinity or affinity forbidden by the Word. Nor can such incestuous marriage ever be made by any law of man or consent of parties, so as those persons may live together as man and wife. 24.5 Adultery or fornication committed after a contract, being detected before marriage, giveth just occasion to the innocent party to dissolve that contract. In the case of adultery after marriage, it is lawful for the innocent party to sue out a divorce, and, after the divorce, to marry another, as if the offending party were dead. 24.6 Although the corruption of man be such as is apt to study arguments unduly to put asunder those whom God hath joined together in marriage, yet, nothing but adultery, or such wilful desertion as can no way be remedied by the church, or civil magistrate, is cause sufficient of dissolving the bond of marriage, wherein a public and orderly course of proceeding is to be observed, and the persons concerned in it not left to their own wills and discretion in their own case. Introduction. These sections of the Confession teach us, 1. That there are certain divine restrictions as to whom a Christian may marry because of already existing relationships, 2. That there are two possible grounds for legitimate divorce. A. Adultery or fornication, that is sexual immorality, and B. Desertion of a Christian by an unbeliever. And 3. That even though the wickedness of man is such that it ever seeks to overthrow the divine ordinance, yet it is the duty of both church and state to uphold the divine ordinance. Questions. 1. Where is legislation restricting whom we may marry found in the Bible? 2. Why did this law not apply to the first marriages? 3. According to the Roman Church, What is the one thing that can dissolve marriage? 4. According to Christ, for what may marriage be dissolved? 5. Is there any other lawful ground for divorce? What is it? 6. Would this ground apply for all marriages? Why? 7. On what other grounds do sinful men justify divorce? Is this ever right?